K-12 curriculum is better than the previous curriculum. However, there are also problems or weaknesses the Department of Education should address. Now let me begin with the strengths of the curriculum. First is student-centered. Now, the K-12 curriculum is student-centered. The learner or the student is the center of the educative process, not the teacher, not the content. Gone are those days when the teachers stay in front and do the talking all the time, and they consume the entire period. But this time, the talking must be 30% for the teacher and 70% with the students. Will you agree with me? It's spiral progression because there is continuity of learning. There are no gaps and no overlaps. And also besides, learning starts from simple to complex. Then, performance-based. So this is outcomes-based also because they will engage in hands-on activities, especially in arts. So at the end of the day, there should be a product or there should be an output to be presented by the groups. So empowered learners, as I've said, in the 21st century, the teachers serve as facilitators and the students are empowered to learn. So we expect that there are group activities where we assign leaders, just like what we do now, and that's one way of developing their creativity, their thinking and creativity also. We also have result-oriented. Okay, so I've said this curriculum also, the goal of the curriculum is that I am lost because I'm nervous. Okay, result-oriented. Okay, as I've said, at the end of the period, there must be products or there must be an output. Okay, and then experiential learning. As we have learned that experience is the best teacher. So we provide experiences to the students for them to develop themselves. It's not only the teacher who is developed, but above all our learners. So we expose them to different activities that will enhance their skills and their talents. Above all, that we develop their critical thinking skills. We also have developed multiple intelligence skills, especially in art. So as teachers, we see with that we are able to develop their spatial, their intrapersonal, their kinesthetic, and the like. So we don't only focus on one particular intelligence, but multiple intelligences. Another is multicultural integrative approach. Now, if we look into the framework, we notice that in grade 1, which we are implementing now, we have started the implementation last school year. We use the mother tongue as the medium of instruction. So naturally, we develop, we expect the teachers should be also multilingual. So it's multicultural because we all know that students come from diverse cultures. They belong to different ethnic backgrounds. So naturally, the approach is multicultural integrative approach. Develop artistic expressions. As I've said, because we expose them to different activities that will develop themselves, their skills, their talents, and naturally, it's expected that our products are good, especially when they reach grade 12, because we deploy them in a particular industry. For example, they're good at painting, good at dancing, good at, let's say, playing musical instruments, so we deploy them in different industries where they belong or where they like, and that's one way of developing their artistic expressions. Interweaving of elements. Now we are familiar with the elements. For example, in music and arts. Now, in discussing the lesson, we don't only focus on one element, but all. So we see to it that in every session, the elements are analyzed, for example. In music, so we don't only focus on melody, but all elements are there. So there is interweaving of elements, and that enhances critical thinking skills. I already said that a while ago, that because we give them the opportunity to empower them to learn to lead. So naturally, it is one way of enhancing their critical thinking skills. Enriched curriculum compared to previous curriculum. This one is really an enriched curriculum. Produces lifelong learning, as I've said, especially when they reach grade 12, they will be in an industry where they have their apprenticeship or their practicum. And then goal-oriented is similar to this one. And then ideal standard. Hi. standard. Am I too fat? Okay, ideal standard to attain quality education. Okay, so it's the vision of the K-12 curriculum to attain quality education. So you know what is quality education, and we want to provide that really to our learners. We also have weaknesses to consider. One is, so we were discussing a while ago, somebody suggested scarcity. So scarcity. Somebody suggested insufficiency, and someone also said not only insufficiency, absence, total absence. Why? Because last year, I was one of the trainers also in MAPE, and then when I met one of the trainees, he came from Cebu, and I said, okay, i-apply ninyo ang itulong sa inyo ha. And then the teacher said, ma'am, paano sa man, huwag kali kuryente sa mga lugar. So that's the problem. So we told them, you must have your own laptop. Oh, we have our own laptop, sabi nila. Problema, walang kuryente sa lugar. They can only use that when they go to town. So you have problem. Now, in the case of the different schools, insufficiency in the sense that you lack materials. For example, you only have a TV set, but you don't have an LCD. Correct? Correct. You don't have an LCD. Unlike in our school where I am connected with, almost every classroom has an LCD. It's private college. It's a private institution. We cannot teach without PowerPoint presentation, without videos. So that's one thing that we encourage our participants last year. You must show to them, because if you only talk and then there's nothing to see. Remember, some of our learners are visual, and they learn better when they see something on screen. Remember, what they see will just be forgotten. What they hear, will just be forgotten. But if they see something, it will be retained at least how many percent of their mind. But of course, what they do, if you engage them in doing something, that's one thing which is lifelong. It can never be forgotten. This curriculum, the K-12 curriculum, is anchored on the philosophy of pragmatism, learning by doing. Okay, so insufficiency. I told them, if you don't have an LCD, but you have your laptop, if you don't have, then you buy. We are in an era of technology. If you don't have your laptop, then you should purchase one. Then buy a tattoo, download all the video clips suggested in the module, and then let's say that there is no LCD, but you have a TV set. If you have a TV set, then that can be used as your material inside the classroom. So, insufficiency, wala talagang TV set. Now, the last option is pictures. As a teacher, you should be resourceful. So this time you have to spend your own money, okay, just for an effective delivery of instruction, or else what will happen to your teaching? You will never be a fulfilled teacher if you just come for the sake of teaching, but you have to see to it that you are satisfied. You will really feel fulfilled if you feel that they have learned something from you. So, this is the problem, insufficiency. Will you agree with us? Okay, another is time-consuming. According to one member, time-consuming because when you group them, it takes time. Now, this is not a big problem, a big deal. The teacher has time management. It's not really a problem, but the teacher also lacks time management, and 1 hour is already spent for grouping alone. That's a problem. It becomes time-consuming. And then when you assign leaders in each group, and then the students themselves cannot be trusted because they just depend on the teacher because they are below average level. That's the problem. So it's really time-consuming. Another non-major, teachers of MAPE but not MAPE majors. I guess some schools also have teachers who teach MAPE, and yet their major is English. Their major is Filipino and math, right? Right. Okay, I for one, I'm not a MAPE major, but I am handling MAPE, okay? But anyway, it's really my passion to be in the music and arts group. And another, lack of understanding of foundations of the elements 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 MAPE major, let's say you're a Filipino major, you're sent to training, and so when you go back to the classroom, you'll be handling MAPE. So it's really a problem. You don't even know the fundamentals, the rudiments of music and arts. You don't know what is 4/4. You don't even know how to build key of G. So that's really a problem. And you have to go back to the very, very basic. You have to undergo a special training or maybe a tutorial. Another is, yan, cultural identity. So similar here, multicultural integrative approach to address this problem and then overloading of subjects. They said that the curriculum is, the purpose is to decongest, but it becomes congested, congested curriculum. That's all, thank you.